No pitch. That's quite a way to start the day. All right, now we're ready to go. And instead of 1-0, it still is 1-0.
It was the same exact pitch in the same exact spot.
Very slow starts for first-year skippers and good friends. And then a big second half for both teams. Acuna with a single in the left field. Kind of floated one off the end of the bat, but good enough for a base hit to start this game against Renel Blanco. Francisco Alvarez, just 23 years old, now in his 4th season. There goes Acuna, pitch up and in, and Caratini's throw is going to go into center field. Acuna quickly up off the bag as he gets into third with that stolen base and an error. Didn't steal any bags at the big league level last year, but that's part of his game, as you can see the nice jump.
No, he got a great jump, took that one on Blanco, and that pitch up and in kind of forced Caratini to leave that left shoulder. I was just going to say, he's never done that before.
2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Doesn't give up a run here with Alvarez striking out.
Little time in spring training, huh?
Alas.
Julia's on it.
Past Christian Walker down the right field line. The infield in will score the run on that base hit. So Acuna with the stolen base and the error on Caratini provides the first run of the game on a Jesse Winker RBI single. 12-24. Both teams ended up with a winning record in the beginning of July and kind of move forward from there. Walker stays with it. That was not an easy play with the wind pushing the ball to the outfield and towards the stands. The Astros have not done well so far. They have lost all 3 challenges. This one right up the line. Caratini grabs it before it might roll foul and makes the play to first base. So a couple of hits, an error in the mix, and the Mets score the first run of the game. It's 1-0 New York. Bat ninth and plays shortstop. Here is Mauricio Dubon. Goes after the first pitch, and that is a tough play, just foul. Would have been a tough play for Brett Beatty, but ruled just foul by the third base umpire, Tom Hanahan.
He's going to really help out some of these infielders for the Astros and obviously provide a little bit of energy at third base as well.
Dubon not wasting any time against the lefty Brandon Waddell, going after the first 2 pitches as he flies out to center field. Been struggling.
That's probably the better point, is they can follow what Isak Brady does as far as the team is concerned in taking more pitches.
Well, there you go. His very first plate appearance results in a 7-pitch walk.
Size in spring training to get back to those ways where they would wear out pitching 5 innings in.
This ball hit deep to center field. Siri back. It's off the wall. Paredes had to make sure that ball was going to be down. He got to third. How about Christian Walker hitting one over 400 feet in his first Houston Astros at bat?
Over it.
Now the batter is Yainer Diaz. He goes after the first pitch. Siri coming in. Will they test the arm of Jose Siri? Paredes bluffs the go, and no chance to score on that little shallow fly ball. So Yainer Diaz, Victor now in his 8th big league season. Hits one to the right side. That's going to go off of Jared Young and into foul territory to score 2 runs. That ball had a little English on it and not handled cleanly over at first base, so the Astros will pick up 2 and take the lead 2-1.
You'd be a little bit shocked. That was a late swing from Caratini, and I think you're right. There might have been a little bit of extra torque on that one as it hit the glove and shot into that right field side.
Mauricio Dubon plays the outfield. He's a right-hand hitter. Gamble gets hit by a pitch. That ball was tailing in on him, and he gets hit right around the hand, it looked like. Only for a brief time. 0-1 count to Chaz. Goes after this one and pops it up. This is playable. Jacob Young will make the catch in foul territory, and that'll do it for the Astros.
And he had multiple pitches.
Now, he has given up his first, it was a home run off the bat of Jose Siri El Rayo.
Siri got into that one.
Yeah, he did a little bit. But I was just going to try and give Renel a hard time because the first run he gave up in the spring, I think the last 2 springs actually happened in the first inning. Obviously not of concern, but how do you think that Blanco handled this offseason in comparison to previous off seasons, considering he's going to be a mainstay in that rotation?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, he's a really good sweeper. It was about 85 miles per hour. He looked very well.
How about the former Met, Luis Guillorme, doing it against his former team?
Yeah, that's nice.
Can you give us any insight into that right now? Maybe how, in a perfect world, what would be the situation for Cam Smith?
Yeah, so I would think that this is like that college player that, his bat's going to take him as quick as,
Like pushing guys and challenging them maybe quicker than some other GMs would. There's another base hit by Walton. Why is that in your philosophy?
Yeah, I mean, that was part of the thing that we started doing, you know, and actually,
You looking?
yeah, so he can play left and right, and so he's definitely on the radar. So, you know, the fact that he can play those two positions, and he's a big dude with power.
The drafting of athletes, if you have a stick, we'll find a spot for you on defense, and I think that's kind of fun for you guys to be able to do.
Yeah, no doubt. You want as many athletes as possible.
Because they have the green for the City Cadets. Jake Myers to left field. This one's struck pretty well. Taylor all the way back, and he makes the catch right up against the wall. Jake Myers making a bid for a spring training home run. But a really good glove, and a guy who's also vying to be a backup infielder. That one's the other way. Through the diving attempt of Donovan Walton. Would have been a base hit either way, you would think, but Walton could not knock it down on the infield. And Guillorme has a base hit for the Mauricio Dubon with Luis Guillorme on first base and one out. Dubon has swung at every pitch he has seen today. Sends this one into center field. Siri trying to adjust to the sun and makes the play. 2 to Paredes with 2 outs. Isak puts it in play, but he rolls one on a couple of hops to the left side. Brett Beatty makes the play, and that'll do it for the Astros in the second inning.
He had a 3.86 ERA with 67 strikeouts. We heard Dana Brown on with us earlier commenting that he saw him touching 96 on the backfields, and that's part of the appeal of Hayden Wesneski is the ability to ramp it up.
Cheering for.
It's always nice. It doesn't happen too often that you're able to play for that hometown team, but here he is getting the opportunity, and he's just got to be elated about it.
Speaking of opportunities, that's Arrighetti, and now Wesneski will be your 5 to start the year for the Astros. That ball hit well deep to right field, and Wesneski's allowed his first hit, and it's a home run off the bat of Brett Beatty. Falling down in the berm area was a fan with an orange hat who made a nice catch on the adjustment. But Beatty got a 3-2 pitch to his liking and hit it out with the wind blowing out that way. That got out rather easily.
Yeah, he caught a little bit of that jet stream going down and kind of golfing that one out of here.
Beatty, who had 4 home runs last year, hits a spring training home run here with 2 outs and nobody on to make it 4-2 Mets.
You kind of see Beatty getting down on those legs, letting that pitch travel and scooped it out of here.
3-1 count. And Siri's going to take one inside for ball 4.
To get good shape out of those pitches.
Astros are big fans of that release point extension, although that one was a little bit short in terms of product of Sam Houston State, just like radio broadcaster Steve Sparks. There's a swing and a miss. Terrence is not even going to attempt to try and get down to first base. He vacates home plate. That'll be out number 3.
But he felt good, looked good, and you know, should be a good camp for Blanco again.
Were you shocked to see him give up a run in spring training?
Yeah, not used to that.
Split squad game, it's probably not the worst thing, right? How did that impact your schedule for pitchers with the rain out yesterday?
Normally in spring training, a rain out is the bane of a pitching coach season. You don't want to miss the schedule, the plan that you had in place.
Past the diving Acuna into right center field. And that'll head first to third. Christian Walker taking advantage of that base hit by Victor Caratini. The Astros have runners on first and third.
Season with an injury, but you had a great off season rehabbing. Feels great now, and excited to see him compete today.
Ben Gamble draws a walk.
Some guys need to maybe dance around the edges a little bit, and you know, when it comes to the ABS system, we did notice that about a 2% walk rate increase across the board, just because the zone shrunk. The top of the zone kind of went away, and hitters
that maybe set up for those 2 guys at the back end of the ball game.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of good options, a lot of talented guys here that are competing for spots. Just he'll catch the first half of a game as well, and that's a good stroke right there.
Guillorme with a single to center, 1 run scores. Coming around is Ben Gamble. Now he's going to hold up as Jose Siri got to that in a hurry and has a good arm. But Luis Guillorme 2 for 2 with an RBI to tie the game. Hawkins, the new pitcher, and Mauricio Dubon at the plate with the bases filled. Dubon took a pitch to get to a 1-0 count. First take he's had all day, but now he pops up to end the inning. Woody Williams, the original, Robbie Grossman, who's still playing, and now Hayden Wesneski as Jared Young singles into right field. And the Mets have their leadoff runner on here in the 4th. And as Blummer mentioned when we were talking to Josh Miller about it, we won't see that in the major leagues this year. Jake Myers had to turn around a couple of times, but found the ball and makes the play on Donovan Walton for the first out.
Fans screaming, challenge that pitch. Trying to avoid that situation.
Pretty good riding fastball there, getting Acuna as he picks up his second strikeout. But he's still in there. Alvarez goes down swinging. That's a good finish to the day for Hayden Wisniewski. Isak pops one high in the air. See what the wind does with this. It's near third base now as Beatty drifts towards second base and stays with it for the catch for out number 1.
Sees a lot of pitches.
Reed Garrett picking up a strikeout. Garrett, the 31-year-old, 32-year-old.
Count on some tough pitches.
1-2 pitch into center field. Jose Siri waits for it and puts it away for the final out of the inning. So Reed Garrett, a 1-2-3.
Positives, and obviously there's going to be a few negatives this early.
Well, you are wearing that Astros uniform for the first time and making that appearance. How was that?
Oh, really cool moment. I took it in for a second. It's a good energy around, right? The guys know each other, and yeah, I know a few guys from Houston. I've traveled a little bit on baseball team. It's ruined my golf game, but no, it's a really cool experience. And then Dana calls later, and man, it was just.
Ball in the left field. Chas McCormick coming on, and he can't quite get there. The runner wasn't able to advance. Chas short hopping that. Pinch runners on the bases for the Mets. Travis Swaggerty and also William Lugo. This ball caught by Ben Gamble. Gamble's still in the game because he hasn't had his third at bat.
But in the process, gets out of it in 25 pitches, goes out for the third inning, and he kind of felt that outing just taxed that shoulder a little bit too much. Lost a little bit of the.
He spent 5 seasons with the Astros, and here's Victor Caratini sending one with the jet stream to right field, all the way back and gone into the Mets bullpen, and the Astros have the lead once again. It's 5-4 on Caratini's first spring training home run as he greets Chris Stavinsky with a shot to right.
That was very unkind of Victor Caratini, but a great swing from Victor. Looks like he hasn't missed a beat. Great season last season. But here it gets a fastball about belt high, and he belted it. Like TK said, got up in that jet stream and pushed that thing off the back wall.
Wouldn't have actually gotten close to the warning track.
No chance.
Today, everything hit to right is going out. Ben Gamble pops this one up. The new second baseman is Jet Williams, who stays with it. You can see even that pop up. Never could get things rolling last year. Now in his 5th major league season as Chas goes down on strikes. There's that pitch that we saw so often for Chris Stavinsky, help him get to the All-Star team.
And his ability to take the ball as frequently as he did for the Astros was really impressive.
And he strikes out Chas McCormick and Jake Myers to end the inning. So a leadoff home run by Victor Caratini. And the first batter, Sousa, faces. He walks, so Young on base for the 3rd time today.
Part of that Verlander trade.
On the ground, Singleton picks it to short for 1, and their return throw, Sousa couldn't handle it. Not sure if he was on the bag either. This is Jet Williams. This is the top prospect for the Mets according to Baseball America, and he hits one past the Astros top prospect, Cam Smith at third base. Oh, Jet Williams. Reeds broke his bat. Bryce Matthews drifts back and makes the play. That'll be a pop-up for out number 2 on the broken bat. Runners on the go, and a little tapper. Sousa's going to have to make a tough play. Spins and throws. Picked at first base by Singleton. What a play by Big John to save that inning going further. In the air, shallow right. Tough play for Ramirez, but he'll get there and make it the play. Alex Ramirez, the new big league career. 3-2 pitch, a little bit low. But controlling the zone as he bats here. Hits the ball well to right. The wind is blowing that way. Ramirez looking up. That ball's gone on the berm. Cam Smith, the top prospect for the Astros, goes opposite field for his first ever spring training home run.
Well, that's exciting to see right there. Smith driving in Matthews with a blast. That could be something we say quite a bit in the future. But we had kind of been waiting to see what kind of contact Cam Smith was going to give us.
21, 22, 23, and then last year with the Giants as he comes back to strike out John Singleton.
Go back and look at that swing from Cam Smith. He doesn't have a lot of moving parts in that swing, just kind of uses that leverage of that big body to be able to get that bat through the zone and barrel it up and shoot it out to right field. That ball got out.
Force him through the system and maybe get a shot to be an impact player at some point in 2025. Robleski grounds out to short. That'll end the inning, but there is, hopefully it's in an Astros uniform. How about that? Travis Swaggerty.
Oh, he's pumped too.
Travis Swaggerty missing the fastball up, and he hits the little pen. You heard from Josh Miller say he's a guy that we might look at it getting a couple of innings in an outing. That one was scary, right back through the box. Bryce Matthews was there to make the play, and there's 2 away.
Velo.
Oh, yeah. Forrest Whitley looking like a first-round draft pick. That was an impressive inning. 2-3 inning for the Astros today. Hamilton hits one to the left. This ball getting knocked down a little bit by the wind, and making the play out there is Omar De Los Santos for the first out. So Sullivan is on deck. Corona with a base hit into right field. That'll be down in front of Alex Ramirez. Kennedy taking a wide turn, putting on the brakes and almost slipping and getting back to first base. 1-2 the count with Corona, good speed on first. And Sullivan goes down on strikes. Rico Garcia picks up his first strikeout, 2 away. New York Met as well, Benny Agbayani of Hawaii Pacific. There goes Corona. This one's cued off the end of the bat by Salazar. Off balance throw, and a good one by the third baseman William Lugo will end the inning.
Which is really nice. But, you know, able to fill it up with all the pitches and, you know, ultimately get the job done.
Is Velo good for you?
I think so. I don't know. It felt good. Too. So, you know, I'm just ready to compete, really.
What'd you think of Cam Smith's bomb? Cam Smith, what'd you think of his home run?
Yeah, I mean,
I like what I heard. I like that. I mean, Forrest knows he's not going to shy away from the elephant in the room, as he called it. We'll talk more about that. Jose Fleury, impressive in his first inning of work. Short vying for spot on the roster. Luis Guillorme would be his main competition, along with Brendan Rodgers. Ball into center field, caught by Omar De Los Santos for the first out. Swing and a miss. Overton strikes out Matthews for the second out. That ball hit high in the air, pretty well to center field. Back on it goes De Los Santos. That ball is gone as well. He's done it again. Cam Smith, have yourself a day. His first 2 Astros swings in play are home runs the other way.
Somebody's going to have to cart Dana Brown, the GM of the Astros, home.
My goodness. I think Dana Brown's going to float home.
This is incredible. He gets a barrel to it. This one a little more getting up in the jet stream that we were talking about, blowing out to right field. But in order to get it to Hanks.
John Singleton tried to lift and separate, but he ended up getting under this one and pops it up. Second baseman is Yanni Hernandez, who puts it away. Top of the order here in the 9th inning. Williams goes after that 2-1 pitch and skies one high in the air. Second baseman Bryce Matthews makes the call and the catch. And that's out number 1 in the 9th. Saturday in Tampa, Florida, where they'll be having the regular season games played for the Tampa Bay Rays after the roof. Smith. We saw Hayden Wisniewski go 2 innings. Saw Isak Paredes score a run as Fleury gives up his first hit, a base hit by Alex Ramirez. Trying to go first to third. The throw coming in, and Smith tag not quite in time. That was a risky play that works out. That's a line drive over the head of Matthews into right field. That'll score a run. Crossing the plate is Reeds. Ball mishandled out there by Joseph Sullivan, so both Mets taking an extra base. as it's now an 8-5 game with runners on second and third. That one's popped up. Wynn's going to play tricks with this one, so who wants it? Bryce Matthews makes the loud call on the catch. No chance for either base runner to advance. So that's a nice out for Fleury to pick up out number 2. Long-term deals like that, and it's been hard to argue with what's happened with the Astros' success during that span as Fleury picks up a strikeout to end this one. Blummer, we saw some good things today in this 8-5 victory.
Yeah, we saw some good things from young pitchers as well. We know that we're going to get Ronel Blanco and Hayden Wisniewski ready for the season. Both guys in the rotation and both getting an opportunity today. But it was the youngsters that showed up and did some of the damage. Forrest Whitley touching 97 miles an hour, showing a great outing to start his spring. But Cam Smith, everything we've heard about him came to fruition in this ball game with 2 jacks.
Astros win at 8-5. We'll have more after this from West Palm Beach.